Well, lots of sunshine on this King holiday, but it did not do very much to warm us up at all. Temperatures kind of standing pat with that frontal boundary moving through during the early morning hours. And as high pressure builds in, winds lighten up a bit. Clear skies, that's going to mean frigid temperatures and wind chills into Tuesday morning here. We're looking at milder air midweek, a few rain or snow showers in there as well. But the big focus long term is going to be this weekend. A potential impactful winter weather system looks to be on the table. A lot of the data at least hinting at that here about 5 days out. As far as the radar and satellite, a few flurries earlier this morning, but that was about the extent of it. That system moved on. We showed you those few clouds sneaking into southern Kentucky. Those will slide on by with high pressure out to our west. Live look at Mount Sterling, Montgomery County, in front of the Montgomery County Courthouse, where it is 27. Note the wind still up there, west to northwest, 15 to 20. It'll begin to settle down a bit after sunset, but that's knocking those field lights along the I-64 corridor down into the low to mid-teens. 28, Jackson County near McKee with sunset upon us. So you see the low to mid-20s here in the bluegrass. Folks in southern southeast Kentucky hanging low to mid-30s. So manageable, albeit colder than it should be. And you see how the wind's really coming into play a little bit more so here in the bluegrass region today with teens for wind chills. Those will only get worse even with winds lightening up going through the evening hours up along the I-70 corridor, Columbus to Indy, down into the low teens already. So here comes high pressure, and that's going to be right overhead. Clear skies, lighter winds, pretty good radiational cooling. That sets us up for one of our colder mornings in a while. We're talking upper range single digits and low to mid-teens, I think, down south, and that does not factor in the wind. But tomorrow, with a southerly flow at about 5 to 10 and the sunshine, that's going to push us back into the upper 20s, maybe touching 30 down south. But I mentioned the wind chills through the evening will drop down into the single digits, and then the potential of being below zero for a period of time tomorrow morning. It does improve by the afternoon tomorrow, so we'll be out of the woods come late tomorrow morning. But because of that, we've got the cold weather advisory until 10 a.m. tomorrow. It does include Lexington, basically along the I-64 corridor, points to the north. That cold weather advisory, remember, replaces the old wind chill advisory they did away with a couple of years ago when we are going to get below zero for wind chills. Look at the quick warm up though. Southwest wind kicks in, temperatures rise, and we're in the low 40s with rain showers, maybe ending as a few snow showers, and then another round of high pressure into the upper 30s. So temperatures bounce around a little bit, but another Arctic front arrives on Friday, and look where we're headed this weekend. And there's a caveat, because check the setup. We've got an Arctic high that is going to build in at the same time. A lot of the data indicating a southern stream system here, and you know what that means. It will be a battle between the cold air and the moisture to the south. Right now, it looks like we're going to be on the northern edge of that. Now, the stronger the Arctic high is, that's going to pump drier and colder air in, and that's going to win out, and it's going to force the deepest moisture and the best moisture to our south, which would put southern and southeast Kentucky more in line if we see the potential accumulating snow, which some of the data is indicating. Obviously, a weaker high allows maybe an adjustment with the track of that low. It could even nudge some of that wintry mix a little closer to our southern border. So a lot to null out here over the coming days. So watching the trend, that's going to be the trick here, as the track of the low will adjust, and so will the position of that high. So as we break it down, this is what you need to keep in mind. The pattern, we recognize that over the weekend, that this coming weekend it's favorable for some winter weather. Just watching the trend, that's what we'll do over the next day or so. And then obviously as we draw closer, we'll prepare that forecast, and heading toward the weekend, that possible call to action if we're looking at some impactful winter weather, which again, a good bit of the data beginning to come together that may be on the table. So something to keep an eye on. Very cold tonight. Wind chills below zero, late 7 above. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, another cold one. 28 in the extended forecast. That little bump in the road on Wednesday with mainly rain. Ending is a few snow showers. And again, that Arctic front arrives on Friday. And then this weekend, at this point, everything indicating, again, some pretty cold air in place. So if we do see this play out, it is apt to be in the form of all snow, and it is going to be a cold stretch through the weekend with afternoon highs in the upper teens and low 20s.